30 minutes later, I sat at the bar in O'Mahony's with a cold beer in hand. The place was packed, and not for the first time, I wondered how I was going to identify my date for the night. Sitting at the bar was a great way to eavesdrop on people's conversations while I waited. So far, I'd found out that this was the only gay bar for miles. There was a mix of regulars who hooked up with each other, and then what they called fresh meat. Based on how many times I'd been approached, I gathered I'd been well and truly identified as fresh meat. I'd kept my eye on the door, waiting, scanning each guy that came in. So far, none had piqued my interest, and they had all gone straight to other guys they clearly knew well. I took a final sip of my beer and looked at my phone. There were no messages from Tight Buns. He said to meet him in 1 hour, so he wasn't late yet. But my curiosity about him was making me even more eager to know what he looked like, especially after our chat. A new guy by the door definitely caught my attention this time. Tall, although I couldn't tell from where I sat if he was taller than me. Dark hair tied in a bun, with a few loose strands that framed his beautiful face perfectly. A tight t-shirt that showed toned arms, and a Roman eye. Both my dick and I prayed this was my guy, because fuck me, he was hot, and couldn't be more my type if I'd ordered him from a catalog. A big guy approached him and whispered something into his ear. He smiled, whispered something back to the other, and gave him a kiss on the cheek. The big guy hugged my guy and left to join his friends. Okay, he wasn't my guy. But he was gonna be if Tight Buns didn't turn up soon. My heart skipped a beat when his eyes met mine. His smile was warm and friendly. Please God, let this be my guy. I'll do my own filing for a week. As quickly as his smile reached his eyes, whose color I couldn't decipher from a distance, it disappeared to give way to a frown. Then he turned on his heels and went toward the bathroom. My phone buzzed only seconds later. Tight Buns. Hey, I'm at O'Mahony's. I'll look for you in a bit. Just need to take care of something first. Top man. Sure thing, sweet buns. Tight Buns. How do you know my buns are sweet? Top man. A guy knows these things. Go deal with your business, then come find me. I'll be the hot guy fighting off the locals. Might need to be rescued. I waved at the barman to grab his attention, but my hand stopped mid-wave when the stunning guy from the door sat next to me. Up close, he was breathtaking, so much so that I almost did forget to breathe. His hair had looked dark from a distance, but in the brighter lights of the bar, I could tell it had a dark blue color to it. His eyes were also a deep, dark shade of blue. Had he dyed his hair to match his eyes? Please tell me you're Tight Buns, I said, eager to find out if there really was a God, and that she loved me. The guy's eyes widened ridiculously, and he opened his mouth like he was in shock or something. You're Top Man? The one and only. Can I get you a drink? How could you do this to him? He asked. Huh? Do what? To whom? Your boyfriend, or shall I say fiancé, is at home thinking you're working late, and you're at a bar picking up strangers you met through a hookup app? Wait. Oh, I know what you're doing. Game on, baby. What he doesn't know won't hurt him, right? I said, shifting in my seat to move closer to him. How about we take this party somewhere real private, where no one can tell on us? I'd barely finished speaking when his hand landed on my face with a sharp slap. What the fuck? The 3 seconds it took me to recover were enough to see the back of the guy as he all but ran toward the door.